from the West Coast. We're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Chargers. Will Reichert has it all teed up, and off we go from SoFi. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Hey, Ray.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Set.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Complete out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Set. Lion. Baylor Tiger. Go.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one's caught. This is Lambert Smith. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
5-9. Ready.
1st and 10. Herbert. He throws a bullet to the center of the... This is caught inside the 15. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead right away. So that right there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of a game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come out flat, maybe you go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, Kate. But here, they're sharp, they were crisp, and they grab the early lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Only working a couple of yards past the line. Michael McFadden able to make the play.
Hey, that's a run that's hold on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, it's Penix. Cut down the field, it's Pitts. They'll stop him from here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They're going 24 yards on that one. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Putting a receiver in motion. They're going play fake with Penix. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Running left is Robinson, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 5-yard gain on the play, and the Falcon first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And taken down right along the 30. 6-yard gain on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. To the air with Penix. That's caught at the 4. They're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is first and goal. From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. So you wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
Penix is going to throw again. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons finish up their opening drive. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's...
And the kick is no good. The snap was off the mark, and that leads to a miss hit on the point after. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Chargers getting set. First and 10.
Set. Baylor Tiger.
Here's Hampton to open the drive. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Herbert on first down. To the outside, it's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly. Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front. And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
Moving that near the line to limit the game to a yard. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another carry for Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Pressure's there, and the Chargers got him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
His name goes on the stat sheet for that sack, but it's the coverage who truly earned it. They go to dime coverage to shut down any type of pass, and everybody in the secondary doing their jobs, tying up throwing lanes until they could get home to the quarterback and bring him down. That is the epitome of a coverage sack.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They ran him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Kappa. Go, hey, go. Home to trips right.
Now an inside give to Hampton. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. That's the end of our opening quarter. 7-6 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in the game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but if A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Hey, ram.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
down here. Need 8 on the play.
Set. Baylor Tiger. 380. Ground. What is it?
Throw here, 3rd down. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Hauls in this punt at the 8. Breaks the tackle. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And that takes them to 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, Penix lost it. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal.
Ray. Ready? Delta. Stop. Crowd right. Ready?
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Chargers grow their lead off the turnover. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers grow their lead to 8. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Play fake, Penix. Throw left side is come by Pitts. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A pickup of 17. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Penix now on 1st down. Back to Pitts it goes. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offensive line fast.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 42-yard line.
Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get in the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
All set to go now from the 35. First and 10, around to Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. DK's the motion man. From the shotgun, Penix splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Penix here from the gun. Into the hands of Pitts. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Catch is made in close. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation. We both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Going right this time with Hampton. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Set. Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Go. Go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Completed over the middle. And they make the to stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
5-9, Delta, to Hunt.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
21.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be fourth now and less than a yard.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? More importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it.
Ray. Baylor Tigers. Ready.
They snap it to Herbert. Buys time, rolling right. This is hauled in by Harris. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on fourth down and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out. He's going to carry on. Running it with Hampton. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
It's Hampton on second. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the first and goal. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
59. Ready.
Herbert from the gun. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Brad McConkey with a touchdown. Ticker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers grow their lead to 8.
Chargers 21. Falcons 13.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 32-yard line.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Throwing now on first down. Penix escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Penix working from the gun. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Yards to go.
Looking to throw. He's looking deep once again. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And it's 4th down. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field level. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Penix now. He completes it in traffic. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Gets this one to London. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Robinson on the inside give. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Stopped by Deion Henley.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. We look underneath here, Robinson. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On 1st down, here's Penix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Run. Set. Delta. 5-9, 5-9. Set.
Again, it's Hampton. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Set.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Quick slant, here's McConkey. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Go, let's go. Hey, go lion. Ready.
He'll throw it. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Staying with Robinson. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Here's Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Motion a receiver left. Penix now on 1st down. Short pass brought in. He has room past the 25. He gets loose down the right side. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Falcons will line up for the 2.
Penix is going to throw for it. And the try for the tie is unsuccessful. He's unable to reach the goal line.
Falcons 19. Will Whiter to kick off.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Throwing now, Herbert. Cut out left. Oh, he lost the football. But the Chargers were the first to get to that one, so it'll stay with them. Almost the impact quarterback play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Going with a screen to Hampton. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Lion, lion, lion. Let's go, let's go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Complete here to Hinton. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Got that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
Home trips right. Set. 380. Bring it out. Go.
Gets it again. And this time he's going to score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers push this to an 8-point game. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Kicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Penix on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Penix to throw again on 2nd. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st down, here's Penix. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Okay, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Penix is going to throw again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. Maybe time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. Here he goes, third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Rolling left, buying some time. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Black 80, black.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. He has it at the 5. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fields this one at the 3. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
Man, these guys are sideline maidens. They always seem to know exactly where that boundary is without looking. He's not quite at that level yet. Lost track of where he was, and he brought it in out of bounds.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. Penix here from the gun. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9, and that brings up third and short.
A gain of 10 brings up third and inches.
From the shotgun, Penix gets this one to London. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Falcons first down.
Throwing now on first down. Penix finds him on the crossing route. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. And on first down, here's Penix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles pick six.
I gotta believe, Kate, his first pick of the game directly led to that one. Remember, what worked to generate that first turnover, playing things the same way, and this time, well, it wasn't just a pick. It was a pick six.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers stretch the lead to 23.
Falcons, 19. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, this defense finally set enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
On second and 10, it's Penix. Pocket isn't big enough. They're able to drop him. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack of this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on third down.
And it's third down.
Third and long for him here. Finds the in route, complete. And he'll get it up to the 27. Offense in a hurry up here.
Great London. A big gain on the play. But it brings up fourth down.
Desperation time here on 4th. Downfield to DK. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Looking quickly here.
29 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Penix now on first down. Flush down out to his left. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Chimere DK, the one he was looking for. So second down coming up. Man in motion, headed right. It's Penix yet again. It's on the in route. And he's taken down at the 30. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
And the Falcon first down.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand to thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. Play action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. To the air with Penix. That's completed right side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down. From the red zone now. Met's got it left side. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Looking for a pass on second and short. and they get to him again. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's third down. Third and long.
Penix. Throws caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Gotta set this up quick.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now fourth down.
They send a tight end in motion. Desperation time here. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons making the scoreboard look a touch better. Drake London with the touchdown. Now this one has been a long game, no doubt. But hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that two-point attempt.
25.
Set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. Lining up to take a knee on second down. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.